Hey guys, welcome back. So what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna do a kill count of the new Scream. So basically we'll just review it's exactly as it sounds. We'll just review all the kills, and at the end we'll just see how many people Ghostface killed. Now, if you did not know, yes, Scream is based off Ghostface. So we'll get to that in a moment. The movie starts off like any old Scream movie, getting a phone call from Ghostface, of course. Tara picks it up, and she's convinced that it's her best friend Amber. Unfortunately, Ghostface shoots that idea down, telling her that it is really Ghostface. She receives a video of Amber. Tara sprints to the door to save her best friend Amber, grabbing a knife with her. Unfortunately, she gets easily tricked by Ghostface as he's waiting at the door for her and stabs her. She punches him in the face and then shuts the door on him, with him putting up a fight. She eventually shuts the door and locks it. She gets her phone and arms the door with a security system. And she stands there, listening to Ghostface bang on the door. She threatens to call the police as the banging stops. Suddenly, her security system starts getting played around with as Ghostface finds a way to hack it and disarm it. She keeps trying to arm it, but unfortunately Ghostface just outsmarts her. Ghostface continues to unlock it until she eventually locks it. Now you're probably thinking, well, Tara dies, right? I mean, it's a normal start of every Scream movie that the first victim is female, young, and dies. Well, no. Tara gets stabbed multiple times, but somehow survives and makes it to the hospital, which brings the attention of her older sister, Sam, and her boyfriend, Richie. Richie admits to Sam that he's never seen Stab before. She explains that most of the things that happened in Stab is what happened in Woodsboro. He asks her about what kind of things. She said murders, and explains what happened in the first Scream movie when Billy Loomis and Stu Macher killed everyone. She gets a call from a kid that she used to babysit named Wes Hicks, and you guessed it, the son of Judy Hicks. He explains to Sam what happened with Tara and how she got into the hospital. Sam is forced to tell Tara a hard truth, that they didn't have the same father. She explains that she found her mom's diary from high school in their attic, and she found out that her real father was serial killer Billy Loomis. This, of course, Tara was not too happy about that, as she thought that was the reason why their father left. Let's get on to the kills now. The friend group meet up at a bar and gossip about Sam. When Chad sees ex-lover of his girlfriend, he decides to go and have a fight with him. They keep throwing insults at each other and threats until they're forced to leave the bar. Vince then leaves the bar after he sees Ghostface take his car. He's convinced that Chad Meeks, the guy that he had at the bar, is in his car and tries to go and have another fight. He turns off his car and then gets out to look around to see who might have done it. But then he gets stabbed by Ghostface. He tries to walk away and get help, but he lies on the ground. Next, Sheriff Judy decides to go get some sushi for her and her son. She looks around and she sees all the film cameras trying to get interviews, until she gets a call from, guess who? Ghostface. Ghostface then threatens her with her and her son's life, which immediately forces her to react. She gets home as soon as she can to save Wes, and all of a sudden Ghostface appears out of nowhere and stabs her to give us the second kill of the movie. She begs for someone to help her until Ghostface stabs her a second time. He then continues to just keep on stabbing her. With Judy out of the way, he immediately goes to target Wes. Wes notices something weird about his door but then decides to ignore it, and then just decides to go into the kitchen and get some plates. He then notices that his door is unlocked and open. He slowly goes to close it, but he then looks around to see who opened it. He sees no one and then just decides to go and shut the door. He's concerned that his mum might have been playing a prank on him or something. So then he decides to shut the door and lock it. And look who's there, the bloody Ghostface. He immediately tries to attack Wes, but Wes just focuses on defending himself. He tries to push the knife away from him, but is unsuccessful, as Ghostface pushes the knife through his neck, which causes Wes to die. After Sam was worried that no one was at the hospital watching Tara, Richie goes over there, but then gets attacked by Ghostface. Ghostface then goes straight for Tara, but she throws a machine at him, distracting him. She then tries to get away, ignoring Richie's body. She goes as fast as she can, but Ghostface quickly recovers and goes after her. Ghostface then notices that Richie's phone is receiving a call from Sam. Sam and Dewey then stall for Tara while they keep Ghostface on the phone. Ghostface then asks Sam to pick either Richie or Tara to live. Unfortunately, Sam says that she can't make that choice. Everyone escapes the hospital except Dewey. He said that to confirm that Ghostface is dead, he had to shoot them in the head. He looks over at Ghostface's body and walks over with a gun in his hand. He loads up the gun and gets rid of the rest of the bullets. He slowly walks over to Ghostface's body to confirm that Ghostface dies and that everyone in Woodsboro is safe. Unfortunately, when he tries to shoot Ghostface, he gets distracted when Gale calls him, and then Ghostface stabs him. No, Dewey. He stabs him twice. They find Mindy bleeding, and they accuse Liv. Liv says that she's in the killer, but Amber says that she knows because she's the killer and she shoots Liv in the head. And look who's the second Ghostface. That's right, it's Richie. Sam's about to die, but then she reaches out for a knife. And guess what happens then? Richie threatens her with a gun. And then she said that she's adding a new rule to never mess with the daughter of a serial killer. And she stabs Richie right in the jaw. And then she stabs him multiple times right in that stomach.
Time to pass the torch.
Gail then headbutts her.
It's all yours, bitch.
To get away from her. You
want to do the honors? This one's yours.
Sydney offers Gail the honors to shoot Amber. Then shoots her, which forces her.
Fuck you.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it. And if you want me to do another killer count, please tell me which one in the comments, and I promise I will do it. Alright, so I guess it is goodbye for now. See ya.